Hey folks, welcome back to another 3D Hangout. My name is Noé Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit Southeast.
What's going on, everybody? I'm PyGamer Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we come to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right. This is the show we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Hey, what's up, everybody? Let's jump into the show's coupon code. It's Badger. Badger. This will get you 10% off anything in the Adafruit shop. This works with everything except for gift certificates and those subscriptions to Adabox. If you head on over to the website, go to adafruit.com/free. You can see all the different tiers that we have going on. These are some free deals that we can get. So let's jump over to the website, see if that's loaded. No, it's not. All right, let's fix it. Hello, everybody in the chat room. We are live streaming here. And you can chat with us on Discord or
on YouTube, on Facebook, and now on LinkedIn as well.
Zoop. Scale to fit. Yeah, so I'm on the Adafruit site, adafruit.com/free, and here are all the different tiers. These are the ones you want to look at. Very cool. So we still got some cool deals going on. All right. We also have some same delivery for folks in the New York City area. So if you want to get your parts from, if you want to get your parts in the same day that you order it, you can do that. That is an option for fine folks in New York City. Check it out. CircuitPython meeting happened on Monday. Most typically happens on Mondays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. These are hosted in our Discord server. We love Discord, and we're hanging out right there. 24/7 chat, and that's where all the good things happen. So Discord is right over, is it this key? This key. There's a Discord server. And there's a link to an invite link at the top here. You can see discord.gg/Adafruit and say what's up. Cool.
Huge shout outs to everybody in the chat rooms.
Hello.
Hello to DemZTV, Mo Chor, Abby, Bruno Dice, stuff with Kirby always hanging out in the chat. On the Facebook, we got Gerald and Anthony.
Hey folks, thanks for joining in.
DemZ is saying that he was watching videos of 3D printing cases. Don't worry, lots of 3D printed cases coming up.
Sure. Okay.
Let's go ahead and jump into this week's project.
Yeah, head on over to the Learn system, and you can see all the cool new guides that we have going on. We're going to do some demos. It's demo day. So the first one I want to take a look at is shout out to Katney Rembor, who put together the event badge, calling it the PyBadger. It's got its own little character. And this is Adafruit's way of introducing new people to CircuitPython as a conference badge. So an event badge, you go to conferences, you get this badge. We're trying to make it really easy so folks can program, who's never programmed before, can actually program and make some really fun modifications to their name badge. So this guide will walk you through everything you need to put it together, mainly just a PyBadge. If you want it portable, you can get one of these batteries that fit right on the back there. And we have these lovely lanyards as well. Yay. The second page will show you how to prepare it. It's pretty simple. Definitely recommend using the beta, as it says right here. You must be using the current beta 1, which is 4.1. You can get access to that by clicking on the link here. Sweet. And these are the required CircuitPython libraries. You can just download the bundle from circuitpython.org and just drag over the MPY files and the directories for those libraries. There's a handful of them, but they're all necessary to run our event badge software. This one's going to run through a couple of helpers on how you can modify the names, the size of the text, that sort of thing. There's more stuff coming. It has an auto dim feature built in, which you can easily add into your loop, into your code. And you can change the amount of seconds it takes to dim. So if you want to have it active for 30 seconds, you can write that. And then it'll auto dim and stay dimmed until it detects that there's motion, because it has an accelerometer on it. Wow, PyBadger has an accelerometer. Yes. Sweet. And then there's a second, you know what, let me just show you a video about it. How about that? Much funner video. Can we do that?
Yeah, go.
All right, here it is. So here it is. We updated the snap fit case so that it has some bigger loops and it accommodates that room for a feather wing. This is showing a demo of the of the business card feature, and one of the most awesome features is auto-generated QR codes. So this is all done with CircuitPython. It's really easy to set it up, and the case just works really nice with the PyBadge. So check that out. The reset button is a little thing in the back there. Lets you update the bootloader. If you want to do Arduino, you can switch around as well. This is showing the QR code in action. It's pretty nice. Most smartphones have the built-in QR code scanner, which is really cool. So there it is, kind of shaking it to dim up or to increase the brightness to show it at full brightness, and then kind of going through the different bitmaps that you can display by pressing the A button. Sweet, and you can modify that text as well. And the QR code is automatically generated, gets created from the link that you add in the code. So you just put in a link, whatever link you'd like, whether it's a social channel or your website, it'll automatically generate that QR code, and it works pretty good. So let's see it in action. So here is the updated PyBadge case. I have the battery in there, hiding in the side there. You get this little reset button there, so that you can switch between CircuitPython, Arduino. You got access to the little on and off switch right there. So I'll turn it on. There we go. My name is PyBadger. Cool. So if I hit the A button, I created this little bitmap. We have learned guides on how to create a bitmap for your graphics and your apps. So it's a little Instagram icon. It's got the text @Adafruit, and it says follow us on Instagram. Very cool. So if you click on the B button, it's going to generate this QR code. And if you scan that QR code, it'll take you to the Instagram website, which is what I have it set up for. So very cool. And if you want to go back to your name badge, just hit the start or select button up there. And there's auto dimming. Give it a little tap. Get the brightness full from there. So it looks pretty good. I wanted to make these loops a little bit bigger, just so that some lanyards have bigger clips. So I figured we'd do that. Easy to take it off. And that's really it.
The other update that you did was making it compatible for the airlift wing.
That's
There's
right.
going to be some cool projects coming up for that.
Yeah.
So it is now compatible with all feather wings being attached to the headers on the back. Other things you did to it, we definitely have to remind or go back to saying that this QR code is being generated on the device itself. So as soon as you type in the URL, it is generating all of the little symbols that are required to make the QR code work.
Correct.
So that's pretty amazing right there on its own.
Yeah, so that's a standalone library for CircuitPython that you can implement into your CircuitPython projects.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great example of how to use it.
Yeah,
I think the
super
first
awesome.
example that actually uses it.
Yeah.
Shout out to team for coming up with it.
Yeah, so jump back into the guide. We'll
Yeah,
take
sure.
a look at how this Snap Fit case is put together.
Sure. Well, I have a Thingiverse page of it, and there's just some kind of photos of it. It's pretty self-explanatory. So we don't have a learn guide on how to assemble it, but yeah, we printed it in a couple different colors and tested it pretty thoroughly because we had to make 20 of them with a weekend. So we made 20 of them, and you probably can't say where they're going. It's going to be for an event. You could probably, judging from the colors and the arrangement of the colors, you could probably figure out what company that might go to. But I can't say anything, so there you go. So you can download this. It's STLs and the step files are available as well. Step file for the actual PyBadge, you can get that. We also have the airlift wing here, and just the Fusion files as well. So you can use the step file in any program that uses solid modeling, like Onshape or Rhino, or insert CAD name here. Sweet. So we got that. Cool. You know, when I created the cutout for this, when you would pinch this, it would actually just trigger the reset button. So one of the ways to stop that from happening is I just added a little post here that keeps, it keeps the reset button from being pressed unless you press that. So I had to make sure to test it out so that it doesn't mistrigger any buttons and that no wires are being pinched from the battery or whatnot. To take it off, my tip would be to start with this side here. Take that out, and then take that out. And be careful because the reset button is going to fall right out. And this reset button can be printed in whatever color. It sits right there. No screws needed for it, but there's a speaker in the back and the battery. This is the 350, and this just comes out like this. I had to also make room for tolerances, so these buttons are quite challenging to pick and place. So some of them come off just slightly offset. It's very difficult to do. So we had to make sure our cutout here accommodated for the tolerances, the changes in tolerances. So here's the naked PyBadge. Oh, it's naked. Oh no. So let's put it back in here. Here's the little post there. Without that post, man, I'm telling you that you would miss triggering reset buttons. Like 20 people at an event. That's bad. Good thing we tested that. So there you go. Snap fits.
Awesome little update to the Snap Fit case.
Yay.
Cool, and that's pretty much PyBadger.
That is the PyBadger. I think there's more features coming. So if you'd like to rate some features, that'd be great. I'd love to see something where the color can be changed.
I did see some people adding that where the color can dynamically change between a couple of them. Button pushes.
Yes.
It'd be awesome to add to that.
Maybe display some GIFs. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Some sounds. You also have the NeoPixels that we haven't touched yet. So a lot of cool stuff.
Yep, and then you can mix and match these. Like you can print out the case that has like the little circles on there. That'll fit right over there. And then we were showing off last week the smaller version of this that uses the hardware, so you can make it a little bit more smaller. You know,
oh yeah.
If that's your thing, you want to make sure you have it as tiny as it can be, and you also have volume control. The little slide on there on the back. Take a look at the. Got about 4 different cases for this now, and they're pretty much all compatible with each other, except the SnapFit ones. So definitely check those out. If you want to use, or if you want to add joysticks, which is going to be super handy for the next demo.
Yeah. All right, so let's look at the next demo. Shout out to Dave Estells for his latest Learn Guide. It is cool. PyPainter. So check out PyPainter.
So awesome.
This is very, very cool. Is it this one? Yeah. Overview. So check it out. Dave Estells made it work with just about all of the CircuitPython devices. So PyPortal, PyGamer, PyBadge, and PyBadge LC. With the PyPortal, you have a touchscreen. So that's why you see the stylus there. Drew a little house. It's very cool. But the PyBadger and the PyGamer, you use the joystick or the D-pad for those buttons. And they have different display screen sizes, so that's listed out here perfectly. Setting up your device is going to walk you through all the libraries that you need. You definitely want to have the latest beta of CircuitPython version 4.1.0, and this will take you there. Here's a nice screenshot of the directory in your Circuit Pi USB drive. You only need 3 libraries? That's crazy. Here's the code. This one's going to walk you through that. All the different colors that are assigned here, you can change these up. And shout out to Brent, who came up with the cursor library. This which uses the cursor library to create this. So you can run through all the different blocks that Dave has, all the different features that Dave has written out here. It's nicely commented. And I'd love to show you a drawing demo real quick. This one shows you a drawing demo. You can do some straight edges, some angles. Let's see it in action with the PyBadge. Yes. Come on, I should close that window there. All right. I'll switch it up to this screen. I think I could do that. Yeah. Okay. Right, so you just have to bear with me since it's upside down. So this is the cursor. You use the D-pad to move the cursor around. I should select a color first, so you use the A button to select a color. I'll select blue. I'll come over here in the middle and start kind of drawing a little bit. So it's only going to get better with the performance and the speed. This is Pedro's sort of D-pad, which really, really feels nice. Drawing with these buttons kind of hurts your fingers, so shout out to Pedro for coming up with a nice ergo design. So you use the D-pad, you hold down the A button to draw your shapes. So you can change your colors up and create little drawings. Here's a green one. you can do these diagonals like that. This kind of reminds me of the Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah, we should reprint that in red and match like the colors for it.
Yeah, all right. Let's do purple.
Maybe make it work with a potentiometer so you can do the scrolling on it.
Just gonna do this all day. Call it work. It's therapeutic.
Yeah, I think we need like a shortcut that'll jump you over to the color select button so you're not
Oh yeah, like hitting the B button would
something, yeah,
change the
select or
color?
something.
Yeah.
Either move the cursor over to the left or yeah, just cycle through colors. It'd be pretty cool.
Or maybe B, shake to erase. Of course, you have to shake to erase.
Yeah.
Yes. So you get the idea, yeah?
Yeah, that's super cool. Obviously, it'll be a lot more easier to do on the Pi portal since it has a touchscreen. You can use a little stylus to draw on, but nice, awesome little demo for a PyBadge conference badge that has a ton of uses beyond just the conference.
Of course. Very
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, shout out to Dave. Great job on the library and the Learn Guide. It's very thorough and super easy to get it going. Very cool. So if you got yourself a PyBadge, it's like every week you have something new to do with it.
Yeah.
It's like, this is great. There's libraries being created every single week. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so definitely star all the GitHubs for that.
Yes.
And then I think pretty much it. Jumping on to the next demo.
Yep, so we're working hard to make more PyBadges. Be sure to sign up for the email notifications to know when they're back in stock. And when they are, we'll have a coupon code for you. But for today, it's PyBadger. Well, just Badger. Okay.
Oh, hey, John Park is in the chat room.
Hey, John. Yep.
Somebody was asking about the Discord link. He posted that in there, the invite link if you want to join the Adafruit Discord.
Okay. Sweet. Hello.
All right, next up is some really cool demos using the Pi portal.
Yeah, so before the PyPaint, you kind of have to create turtle graphics, right? So CircuitPython Turtle Graphics is a Learn Guide, again, by Dave Estells. You can check it out. It uses the Turtle Graphics library to create some pretty cool graphics. So let me plug this in and get this going for you guys. If you want to learn more about Turtle Graphics, you could read the introduction guide. And I'm just going to plug in this PyPortal. I don't have a battery for it, so I just have to plug it in. So take a look at this. It's going to draw out these graphics. And this is the oh boy, I forgot the name of the demo. But there it is. There's our little cursor guy, a little turtle, drawing the graphics, changing up the colors. And now you can see the most difficult thing about filming screens is the reflection of the screen. These screens are matted because they don't have a touch screen. They look great. These, however, you're gonna need some extra stuff to get a really good shot for that. But you can see it's working out okay. Not too bad. I'm blinded. Ching. And still going. Go, little turtle.
You can do it.
You can do it.
So there's a couple of different...
yeah, there's a couple of different demos. We took some photos of them. And we can look at those in the Learn Guide. But there it is running. Yay. I have a couple different demos for it. A lot of them, actually. There we go. And we can walk through them now. Example scripts. Basic lines. It's a good example of just making basic lines. Dots. You can make dot shapes as well. Here's how to do that. It's as easy as typing turtle dot dot. You can make circles as well, different colors. This one's cool. It's more of a spiral graph. Very neat. This is the, what is it called? Is it called benzene? I think it's called benzene. Maybe not. And then here's this really cool swirl that just keeps drawing this rectangle. It keeps offsetting. It creates this beautiful swirl. These are some polygons. Some more polygons. And the Hilbert cube demo. Very cool. And then here's some triangles. I call this a Triforce. And this is some fractals. Conch snowflake.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. There's some ones with some colors. Very sweet. So if you want to make some cool graphics with programs, with turtle graphics, check it out. This is a great guide on how to do so. No shell scripts here.
So cool.
Turtle shell. Very cool. Shout out to Dave again. We're making a really cool guide.
Yeah, lots of really cool guides.
So if you got yourself a PyPortal and it's sitting over there, I can't imagine it'd be sitting on a shelf.
There's way too many projects to do
more
with
stuff
them.
you can do with it. Yeah. Sweet.
And if you have not picked one up yet, definitely sign up.
For which
Should
one?
be coming back. PyPortal. Looks like we have 42 in stock as of this recording.
look at that.
So if we pick some up, I think there's more projects coming up really soon.
Yeah. Yep. Touchscreen, Wi-Fi. You got it. Check it out. It's actually in stock. Sweet. Get yourself some PyBadger, PyBadge. Oh man, Badger.
Get 10% off
coupon.
with
There we go.
PyBadger. It works on everything except subscriptions and certificates.
Yeah.
Starts at 11:59 p.m. tonight.
Yep, you said it right. Cool.
Next demo that we got is updated Neo Trellis soundbox. This one just came in.
Yes.
So new that
Yes.
no one's sorting bullets over here, whether it's going to work or not.
Okay, so we looked at the hardware. It's using the Feather M4 and the Prop Maker Featherwing with the Neo Trellis. So let's see. Flip the switch. Here's some colors. Now, what does it sound like? Whoa, that's loud.
Oh man. I bet you can make like a song with all those sound effects.
No way.
Okay,
Very
that's
cool.
pretty sweet.
So, when it comes to performance and responsiveness, yeah, it takes a little bit to test, but I think it's working pretty well. In terms of quality of the sound, I think it's 44 kilobytes. I don't know. I might be wrong. This is a sound pack from Jedi Knight Academy. Shout out to the folks who put that together. It's a free roll-free thing, so I'm playing around with it. So yeah, lightsaber sounds on there. The real cool thing is how you assign them. Each, so it's done by the file name. You just name the WAV file. For example, 00 all the way up to 15 because there's 16 buttons. So you can assign your waves to specific buttons by just naming it a number in the front. Put a dash and then color: blue, red, purple, yellow. Any of those colors, you can create your own color list and add them there. So it'd be like 001 would be this one, and it would be blue or red. So that's a really cool thing there. Another thing we have, since it is a prop maker Featherwing, we have an accelerometer. So we thought about shaking it to shuffle these around, which would be cool. And then the RGB LED button kind of gives you a status of where it's at, and pressing it will reset the arrangement, unshuffle, if you will. So that's kind of what we're working on right now. The target release is for next week, next Wednesday. I think we'll have time to do it. Working through the Learn Guide right now and just documenting all the different things. But yeah, another prop maker Featherwing project, this time with the Neo Trellis, which is awesome.
Neo Trellis and a bunch of updates to the case as well.
Yes. And sounds pretty good. It's just that little mini oval, the mini oval speaker that could, right? It's very, very loud. Excellent. So that's a work in progress.
Thomas Veach is saying that I used to have a little device back in the 80s and made different sounds. My son would use it in his car seat and shoot at other cars. That is a definitely good use. I'm sure Gavin would do the exact same thing.
I
with
think
it.
this would be great for like a stroller or a little wagon.
Yeah.
And you like it's like Halloween, whole get up, and he's like in like rocket shot, and he's like choo, hello, you know, like saying little things.
It's an
very, very
awesome
cool.
use.
So yeah, you could plug this up to an amplifier, I bet, as well. Wire it to an amplifier. pump out the speaker a little bit more. Pump
And
out the
then
audio.
Kirby's saying that it needs more Daft Punk, so we got to add some
Yes,
of that
yes.
in there to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, I had to find a bunch of sounds real quick, and those are the last sounds that I
Yeah.
used for the Light Up Prop project. So
Yeah, huge shout outs to Mike Barella, who got this over just this morning.
Yeah.
It's code working. It's really good.
yeah,
Wow.
it's responsive, man. Very cool. So that's what we're working on. That's that.
So was that what we're prototyping?
That is what we're prototyping.
Did that leak into there?
It did.
All right, cool. Jump into some other cool stuff we're working on. So very awesome designer Mike Dole is working on these really cool Lego compatible parts for like motors and our crickets. Robotics platform, yeah. So I'd print a bunch of these out, and one of the challenges with 3D printing stuff that is meant for injection molding
Ooh.
is trying to get, printing an entire object, even with supports or the breakaway material, which I've talked about in past episodes. Can you focus that?
Yes.
You're still gonna get like a bunch of drooping going on, even with like your best settings, like printing at 100 micron, you're still gonna get a bunch of overhang that's gonna definitely mess with the tolerances. So one of the things that I did was completely chop up all these models and was able to get this quality right here.
So
with
one's
no
printed,
support material.
Yeah. So orientation is a really big issue
Yeah.
here. So you oriented it so that it prints.
I did more than orientation. I had to go
There's
in
more,
there
yeah.
and slice up the actual objects for these. So I sliced this one's bottom off so we can print the pegs completely straight up, so I don't have any of the drooping that's going on when you print it vertically, and that definitely messes with the tolerances.
Right.
But then I was faced with the problem of having to use supports on the top here, so chopped it up into 3 parts, and now you get that super smooth little part here that attaches to a stepper motor, and then you get the precise pegs that'll plug into Lego. So this has excellent tolerances, slides right in there, has that nice grip without being too grippy. Just slides in like that, and it's being able, and it holds on really well. And of course, they all work with the pad. So this is meant to clamp down like on one of those base plates, and you can
Right.
attach the more gears and motors to this to move other Lego or other of our components around. Yeah. So it's a nice little, what's it called? Nice snap fit.
Yeah, nice frictions.
Nice friction
All
fit
right.
for that. And then get that off like that. And here's an example of some of the ways that I printed all of these. So these are completely chopped up. So these will be glued on to each side of that. And then this clamps onto, I think, a TT motor for this one. And some other challenging prints where you need to chop them off. I still use a little bit of sports on the bottom here. Are these servo horns that he's working on as well.
Yeah. Are there actual splines in the holder here? In the
Oh,
cavity?
yeah,
There's actual
yeah.
splines that,
So
line
these
up.
are all printed at 100 microns, and if
let me see.
you zoom in up on it, that's one of the reasons why we had to print
There it is. I
at
can
a
see
high
them.
quality
Look at that.
detail, so you can get all the little teeth that pop into the. Did I have one of the?
I would have assumed.
I tested these out, so they
Yeah,
work.
I would have assumed, a 0.2 nozzle.
That's what I thought as well. So
But
good.
this is all done with a 0.4 nozzle.
Yeah, glad you
Just
brought that
using
up.
100,
Yeah, so
100 microns.
100 microns, and we're just using a 0.4 nozzle. And then printed out, I already sent out the completed ones
Yeah.
to Lamar.
Overnighted.
Yeah, overnighted these, but here's what something like this would look like. I completely chopped this up so you have all the flat surfaces that are gonna be glued together. You don't want to have, say, the first way I tried this was having this print vertical, and that did not meet up very well when you're printing something that is flat on the bed. You're just not gonna match up. Even if you sand it down, you're still gonna have, like, you can kind of see right there, there's like bumps and grooves that form when your print head is going back and forth between different islands on the part. So this was a more optimized way to do that. These parts just glue together, and then that glues on top of that. And I don't think I gave you any pictures of that, but it looks really good. I'll post them up later.
Yeah, and we'll probably release them.
Maybe. These are
Pre-split?
supposed to be
We
for
might, yeah.
injection molding, so I don't know if everybody wants to take that much time to, assemble and glue these all together. If they're probably going to cost,
$1.
Yeah, exactly. So it might not be worth it for that. So, but maybe.
Sweet. Yeah.
So a bunch of and
making great progress. Shout out to Mike Dolt too for working on these parts.
Who designs a lot of the cases, like the acrylic cases and the injection
playground
molding
case as well. This is latest.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That Christmas ornament one was really cool.
He also made this guy. This,
the
elastomers
elastomers,
for
yeah.
these elastomers is by Mike Dole as well.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that's some
Sweet.
stuff that
Lego
is
adapters for robotic components.
Yes.
Coming soon.
Thomas Veach is asking what glue that we're using.
Oh, that's such a great question.
I'm using this medium dry Star Bond, and the thing I really like about this is the glue doesn't haze as much. You just got to put a little fan on it, and it has all these little silicone tips that come with it. It comes with a bunch more, like these very thin ones, so you can add it very precisely to the little tiny parts so they're not like oozing over the side.
Yeah, another good example would be the bezel here. The bezel is just perimeters, so I'm able to finally add just little beads of glue, and as I put it on here and press it, it just dries
Gives
up
it
nicely.
really fine
You have a
control.
little bit of work time. You have about like maybe 5 or 10 seconds to adjust your part.
And the reason I mentioned why the medium part, because they have a crap, I forgot what the other was called, but medium dry time, like a longer dry time, and a quick dry time. So there's 3 different types, and they're just on Amazon. We constantly link these in the Learn Guide for a direct link to that. Yes, definitely put that in your cart. I grabbed each version of it just to test out.
Do you guys need a link? Or you got it? Because I can get the link.
It should be in...
It's in my light up prop,
Okay, yeah.
so I can grab it from there. Or is it in my light up prop? Maybe not. Maybe so. Let's take a look.
Star Bond.
What if we just
parts.
type Star Bond? There it is. It's in the 3D, the PyGamer one.
There we go.
There it is. Cool. All right,
There it
let's
is.
pop it in Facebook. Pop it in Discord. That'll save it. And then lastly, YouTube. Sweet. Yeah, there's a lot of links in the Learn Guides. Don't feel bad that
There's a lot
we
of little
missed it.
sections
We
that
miss
are
stuff
like
all the
tiny
time.
little paragraphs.
Yeah. It's kind of tucked away in there.
Yeah, but since we've been using this a ton for not only gluing parts together, but for optimizing the way that prints are working out, because the time that it would take to add the support material on that wouldn't even been worth it because it would still droop over.
Yes.
So,
Orientation is key.
yeah. Especially when you're testing for tolerances.
Sweet. Nice. Excellent.
All right,
Cool.
That is some of the stuff that's being prototyped on. Other things, did I show this off last week?
I don't believe you did, so let's look at it now.
This is a
iPad case, from the looks of it.
iPad case for the new iPad minis. I don't believe I've ever released our iPad cases before. The ones that we have up on one of our Thingiverse accounts was for the old one, so like the iPad mini version 1, which Gavin had around. His birthday came up, so got him the new one since it was like crazy slow. I don't even know how he put up with it. But loaded up my design and it did not fit, so I had to do some modifications for it. It turned out being a little bit longer than the older cases. And why not go ahead and add the cheese grater effect that everybody's been testing out with the Mac Pros being released with that fancy lattice structure. I want to see if I can make it by not actually modeling it, but just using the gyroid infill setting.
Okay. So
yeah, so there's no top, there's no bottom on that, and it's just infill. That's creating something that kind of looks like it. It's not really it. No, I did figure out how to do the lattice structure, texture.
Yeah,
so
the Mac Pro specific one with circles. And
But I just wanted to release this guy out. If anybody got one of the new iPads, the cool thing about this is having the like camera strap, so you can add this lanyard to it, and you can carry it around. And I know it's goofy, but
No,
some
it's
people
nice.
do
It's like
a
a
lot
sling.
of photography with their iPads.
No, it's fine. Especially with
So
an
this
iPad
one-
Mini, it makes sense. You get
Yeah.
this giant screen, lovely screen to see your preview.
Yeah. So,
So they all snap fit. They're all PLA. They're not Ninja Flex or Semi Flex. They're just PLA, regular PLA.
yeah, so,
So it should print successfully.
oh yeah, so this should fit on the Prusa. It doesn't quite fit on, or actually the looped one doesn't quite fit on the Ultimakers, but this guy does.
I
The
just
non-looped version does.
There's two different versions.
Yeah, two different versions. One with the loops, one without. I wanted to get this out quick, so unfortunately, the source material or the source files for this is all in Maya.
Yeah, it's Polygon.
Yeah,
Polygon
these are
modeling.
all, yeah, it's all meshes.
It's fine.
Polygon. So I will redraw this in Fusion to easily make, because there's going to be more updates and stuff like that when you want to do. But all of the pieces do line up, camera holes, speaker holes, all of the volumes.
What about the mute? That's all
mute.
there at the bottom.
The mute is, yeah, they don't have a mute button
Sorry,
anymore.
not mute. I meant like the microphone.
Yeah, microphone, all that.
Yeah, it's all down
is
there.
all lined up. And let's see, is it on this side?
Does it?
Let's see if this table does it.
Built-in stand? Not really.
Is it? Is it on this table? Yeah, it's so weird. The ones that I printed on the Prusa
all
don't
flat.
stand up,
Oh.
but the ones I print on the Ultimakers do stand up. Let's see if I can get this one to stand up.
shifting here.
Something.
Our table's
I think it's the table too.
unleveled,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure this one did too. But if you get it on a flat surface, or if you print it, or if your X and Y belts are nicely calibrated,
There you
they
go.
should print flat enough to stand up. Pretty cool.
All right, cool. We'll release those as we get to it.
Yes.
Sweet.
Thomas is asking what material. These are both PLA. We got the translucent clear and the blue translucent from
Filamentum. And this
It's
one's from our
ice.
own shop, right? Printed
Yes.
Z,
Yep.
or perhaps it's Melt Ink, one or the other.
Yeah. I don't know what else. Oh yeah, there's like, so you can like lay it down flat. There's
It'll
enough.
protect the screen from scratching.
Yeah, there's enough clearance for that to not touch the bottom on both sides. There's bumper protection on all of the sides. So nice little case. I think Gavin already dropped it.
You did he?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's what it's made for.
That's right.
Got
Oh,
some
there's
little
the
bumps
drop.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
But it survived. Cool. Definitely try one in CPE or probably
G.
Ninja Flex
Oh,
too.
okay. Let's say Pet G.
Try that. Should work with the Cheetah.
Semi-flex. What else would that be good for? A time-lapse video. This
Yeah.
week's Community Makes, we 3D printed this very cool add-on for the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. This is printed in PLA, and they broke right off. Right away they broke.
The little nubs that hold on to the actual joystick
We
broke
have some
off.
successes. Don't worry, hold on.
Yeah.
So if you're going to print this in PLA, this is what will happen to you. Well, no, you can't do that with PLA unless it's like molten. Even then, it won't snap back like that.
Yeah. So they broke off, and then they were like scratching the little nub top part.
All right, let me switch. Yeah, this one. All right, so here's the PLA one. Feels awful.
Yeah.
The pieces right here are pretty thin, so they broke right off. Right. So sometimes you want to switch up your PLA to a semi-flex type material. Go ahead and show that one off, or these off, whichever one you'd like.
Yeah, so this is the Cheetah or a semi-flex. Both should work for that. I don't think the softer 85A Ninja Flex would be as rigid to hold on to the little pad there, but you can give it a try. What I really like about this is that there was no cleanup on this. This was printed with the Inventor flash storage we have in the shop. No support materials. As you can see, I sunk the top into the bed to sort of slice this off because when the first couple of ones that I printed, it was too tall to really make it that useful as a joystick. But once you chop that off, you like decrease the height of it, and it makes it really good. It feels really good. It doesn't like fall right off. You can see there.
It's got a nice tight fit.
Yeah, nice little tight fit on there, and it works really good. One of the uses that the designer for this, which is escaping my name, if you want to,
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
if you want to bring up the link for this. So what he was originally using this for was for the classic arcade games that you can get on the Switch. So like Pac-Man, things like the arcades that would use a joystick. So he was like holding it like that, and that turned out to be excellent. See here, it's ID no limit, and it has a couple different parts too, so you can add them to the individual Joy-Cons as well.
Very cool. You had a video
you can
on it
see
too.
there.
Sweet.
Yeah, definitely check that out. Joystick Palla, the file name is for that.
Is this Spanish? Palas?
I think so.
Yeah.
Go to course note and actually show gameplay. Is this what you were building?
No, I wasn't building anything.
Okay.
I haven't built anything yet. Scott Shawcroft built it.
Yes, I
played
think he
this one.
tweeted it out. It was a really fun level.
Mamma mia.
So
yeah, it works.
Works really good. Huh?
So you used, what happened here?
Oh yeah, so
this
unfortunately I tried printing these on the Prusa.
Yeah, but the Prusa's not what you think it is. It's not the latest Prusa, the i3.
Yeah, it's the 2S.
Mark
So
3. So ours is a Mark 2S?
yeah, so it came out like this, unfortunately.
Yeah, you kept trying too.
Yeah, I tried different settings. I could not get it to print as well as the Inventor, which we have to remind people that every printer, unfortunately, prints parts differently. Some print them better than the other, even despite what settings and layouts and optimizations you add to it. So unfortunately, the Prusa was not able to use the Cheetah for that. I'm sure like the 3S should do just fine, but for our cases, the 2S was not able to.
Yeah, it does not
print
have
these
the
out.
latest Spontech stepper motor drivers.
It did good with
et cetera.
PLA,
Yes.
but yeah.
Yeah. Semiflex remains the most challenging filament to print.
No, it shouldn't be the Semiflex. It's the 85A that's the most challenging
Yeah.
because it's more softer.
Yeah.
But that's what you get.
Cool.
And yeah.
My remake is run. All right. We do sell Semiflex in the shop.
Yes, we got a couple different colors
PyBadger.
of the Cheetah and Semiflex, which is pretty much the same thing, the same formula.
We have some good deals on it as well.
It's actually half the price of what it is at other shops, so definitely pick
30
some up.
bucks.
There's always NinjaFlex projects that we're working on. Really cool.
So what was it? Cheetah, right? This one?
Yes, that is Cheetah.
Got some Cheetah here.
Yes, you can print at 50 millimeters a second at 230C. The retraction that I had on this was a 0.5, and it came out excellent. I didn't have to do any cleanup on it.
Okay, and just a reminder, the printer that did print it is this guy here, the Inventor 2 from FlashForge.
Yeah, it's one of those printers you hit print, walk away, forget about it.
You can.
Come back and hey, the part has successfully finished.
Yeah.
There's no spaghetti.
Unless you want spaghetti. No, we made a little spool holder in the back there. All right, cool. Very nice. Yeah. You can actually use the coupon code on that printer.
Yeah, you get free shipping and you get that 10% off. So definitely a good deal. Hamzvich saying that he has problems sticking to the first layers of the bed to his Ender 3D Pro. Probably a big brim, is usually what I have to do.
Sure. Big brim, wipe
Yeah.
it with alcohol, use glue stick, hairspray.
Yep.
Yeah.
All those aid in adhering the first layer.
Excellent. All right, let's run through some community makes, and then we'll close out their show. First one is a Raspberry Pi Zero case. Shout out to Patito on Thingiverse for posting his make. Looks like he used the concentric infill for the top there. Does it look like that?
What? That
You get
looks
this really
nice.
cool radial effect when you do concentric infill. Is it concentric infill? No.
The
Skin? Top and bottom layers?
yeah, top and bottom layers.
Correct, okay. The setting will vary from slicer to slicer, so can't give any specifics, but hey, that's what it is. Concentric, very nice. This one is the heat set press, heat set insert press. Excellent. Dave 5 cents posted his build of it. And thank you for the comment. He actually said that he needed to use 25 millimeter long screws, being the longest screws in this assembly, as the 20 millimeter screws that I have linked in my guide, they're not long enough. So I went ahead and updated my guide to reflect the 25 millimeter screws, and I have them linked to the McMaster screws that you can get there. Because you can download the STF files for them too. So there you go. Thank you, Dave, for letting me know. I only know when people will actually build the projects. That's how we can improve them. And this is another heat set insert press. This one's by Mathiska on Thingiverse. Posted this a couple days ago, and it has, I think, his name or branding laser etched, or perhaps that's a nice piece of wood. Looks good. I like that people added their own flair to it, and it looks like the heat set is different as well. It's pretty neat. Huh. He's using it to build another piece of the thing. So it's great.
That's cool.
Yeah. So shout out to you, sir. And we have a Adafruit silicone wire roll holder.
Oh.
This is a different take on the spool holder. So if you got yourself a lot of spools of the Adafruit ones, they I think it's 28 or maybe 30 diameter, they will all fit here in this lovely little tray. And it has a little hole to dispense them. Very nice. It's a remix of the wire spool carousel thing that I make.
Nice.
You know what? I'll be honest with you guys. I don't really use these wires anymore. And you think, well, why don't you use these wires? It's freaking awesome. And I agree, they're awesome. But you know what I've been using lately? You go to the Adafruit site, and you type in silicone ribbon. This is what I've been using. I've been using the 10-wire one, because something like the Neo Trellis has 5 wired connections, more than 4. So I really like this one because it keeps your wires bundled together, makes it nice and neat. If you look at my the inside of my project, which I'm not going to open, it looks really neat because of this wire. So.
Yeah, it saves that the extra step of adding like heat shrink around it to like sort of bundle all the wires together.
And it's so lovely to peel it. It's like so oddly satisfying to peel like string cheese. Very, very cool. And of course, the silicone. And here are the different things. Oh my God, we're out of stock. I guess everybody likes it too. Yeah, you could get the, no, they're all out of stock, sorry. You could get the 4-1, I guess.
26?
Yeah,
a little bit chunkier.
They have a 26 and 28, they have both. I like the 28, it's a good middle between too thick and too thin. Works out really well. So that's my little tip. I really like this wire. I wish it came in a spool, it doesn't, it comes in
I wish it came in different colors. Like each one was a different color.
Right, there is a little marking on one of them,
the
which isn't enough, but you know, if you lay your wires out in some sort of order, you can just kind of follow through it, and it works really great. I like this stuff. So there you go. The next one we have is this Prop Maker Light Up Chassis Remix by Chris Lee Wu. So I think what Chris Lee is doing is he wants to use the Prop Maker and CircuitPython in a existing hilt that has a diameter of 28 millimeters. My thought is that these are for the custom machined lightsaber parts from places like Saber Forge or Custom Faber. That'd be really cool to see like a custom built saber. So has yet to test it. Chris said in the comment here that he's going to post it or testing to follow. So I can't wait to see it. I'm going to see that. It's going to look cool. So this is a really cool little chassis that holds all the PCBs in place there. Very cool. Yeah, excellent. So check it out. And the last one to close the show is the Flexi Raptor. This is a print-in-place jointed model of what looks like a Raptor, and it's dual extruded, so you have different colors. Great test for your dual extruder if you just got one. Check it out. It is up on our Thingiverse page. And shout out to ARK29R for posting his make of a red and white Flexi Raptor, printed on an Anycube i3 Mega. Sweet, well that's gonna do it for the show. Let's run through the rest of the stuff. Later tonight is Show and Tell on Google.
Yep.
You can join in by hanging out in the Discord chat room in the live broadcast channel. We'll post in the Google Hangout link. When you click on that link, it'll load and make sure your mic is muted until you are called on.
This gives you a chance to show off your awesome latest project you're working on with Phil and Lamar and the whole community. So definitely stop by and show us what you're working on.
Yep.
We'll be there.
And then shortly after is Ask an Engineer at 8 p.m. Today's Wednesday. Get some new products, some new stuff. Last week was AdaBox. This week we're, right?
Yep, last week was the unboxing AdaBox with John Park. So definitely check that out if you haven't gotten a chance. Seeing all the cool projects you can do with the PyGamer. So cool. Right. So there should be an action-packed show for Ask an Engineer tonight. So definitely stay tuned for that. And then tomorrow, John Park is back with his workshop.
Excellent. Tune in on Thursdays, 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, always some awesome make code segments. So definitely stop by, check that out.
Sweet. All right, that's gonna be it from us. Let's see, do I have anything else?
We
I can
ran
check?
through everything. Help wanted. I think we're still looking for
A PHP developer, I believe?
developers
And,
on site.
Yeah, on
So
site.
definitely apply there. Check that out. Might do remote. I don't know. Maybe it depends on what's going on.
Yeah. So check it out.
And what else?
Jobs.adafruit.com is the
Other
link.
stuff. Don't forget coupon code this week.
Badger. Badger. Excellent. All right, well, that's going to be it from us. We're going to be on the show and tell, of course. Don't forget to sign up for all those new email notifications for the stuff when they get back in stock.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will see you next week. But until then, be sure to make
A great day.
Bye.
See you later tonight.